Now, what if I told you that hitting $100 to $1,000 every single trading day was not only possible, but achievable for you starting today? In the last 90 days, I've been paid out six figures for my trades. I'm gonna show you the exact steps to replicate this, and by the end of this video, you'll know the best time frame, and the best strategy to trade US30. I was completely bearish this morning, waited for that little pullback, then took it down. I wanted to take out the early buyers. So here is the move on my Henko X platform. But before we get into that, I need you guys to sign up with the best broker out there, Henko Trade. They are responsible for giving me over six figures in payouts, and they're also offering a deposit bonus. Guys, click the link in my bio and get started with Henko Trade. They are always updating their platforms, and nobody has ever had an issue with payouts. And if you ever run into any problems, guys, I will personally back you guys up. So this is the consolidating slash accumulation. Very next phase, guys, is the manipulation phase. This is where you expect price to go into some sort of a discount. Bullish, guys, we want to be able to take our positions in the discounted area. And if we are going to sell down, pretty much sell the retracement, then we want to make sure that we get out at a discount because price is showing us that it's continuing higher, right? So here is where a discount happens. You guys want to have this marked out. You guys want to have an alert, an alarm. So even if you were able to take a sell sometime during the week, you guys know where you should be getting out. This phase is called the manipulation phase. This is where price goes in the opposite direction of the trend and it manipulates people, traders, into selling. Price comes down pretty much into a discounted area. It takes out these lows, these early buyers here. We did see that this was a bit of a demand zone right over here. We had this little bit of demand. And if we push this over, one could argue that, hey, this is a demand zone. Price came down into the demand zone after sweeping the lows, right? However you understand it. Always pay attention to these areas. Where are candles rejecting from? Pay attention to those areas. Price may move it a little bit later. So as we go into the week, as I stated, price is continuing a little bit higher, but not higher enough for me to not notice that it is accumulating. And then price finally manipulates, which is towards the middle of the week. After that manipulation, takes out those lows, comes into this demand zone here. Price then goes up and it takes out the sellers. It takes out the liquidity on the upside. And it also contains the trend, right? Notice that we are in an uptrend. We're expecting price to continue higher. And that's what price has done here. The high probable setup for last week was Wednesday. And this was for a total of 794 points. Now, Friday was very, very interesting. I had a really beautiful trade and I was super proud of myself for being patient and sticking to my confirmations. And I'm going to show you how important that is to stick to your confirmations. Now, here was something that was really, really confusing for a lot of traders. A lot of us noticed that we kind of broke structure to the downside. But as I like to tell everyone, always measure your swing high and your swing low. And you have to understand when price is going into discount. Don't rely heavily upon the 5-minute time frame. You go to the higher time frame, you'll notice that this is not a break of structure at all. It's simply a liquidity grab. And so we always want to confirm on the higher time frame, cross-reference. This is where people start to get FOMO, the fear of missing out, because prior to the 9:30, price has started to take off. And a lot of people felt like, well, I'm doomed. Price is not gonna give us an opportunity for 9:30 because sometimes when there's news events or just, random moments, price will open at 9:30, no manipulation, and just simply take off. Now, what do you do when that happens? Guys, you just wait for a retracement and wait for your opportunity after. So here is me in the charts, like 4 a.m. I started looking at the charts and I discovered an area of interest that I was hoping that price would just kind of delay mitigating before I get into the chart. So here was an area and I was like, I like this area because there's a low here and it meets my confirmations. And I was not in the charts at this or interested in trading at this very moment, but we did sweep a low and the target could have been that previous high, which is right over here. Not bad, not a bad setup at all. And so price broke structure again, and then we got another retracement. And okay, so I'm watching this play out. I don't even know why I was up that early. Price now is in a demand zone, right? So here's a demand, it's 7 a.m. and price starts to take off. It takes out this high completely. And this is where I start to look for my opportunity. It was very confusing because I did see some lows down here and an area of interest. Now, when you see your areas of interest, just mark all of them and it'll start making sense to you a little bit later. So here was my area of interest. And I was saying, hey, you know what? If price is interested in coming back down to this level, this is where I'm gonna take my opportunity. So another area of interest that stood out to me right above that area was this one. We had actually used this candle to break this high over to the left, and that was going to be my area of interest. Now, there was only one thing that I was missing from this area. There was no lows that I could see that price would be remotely interested in taking out, as we just kept shooting and soaring up. So guys, what happens when there is no liquidity there to target? Well, this is when we wait for the liquidity to form. Because I was being so patient, price started to create the liquidity. And now, as price shot up one more time, guys, it's only right that I said, okay, hey, we have to adjust the area yet again. Because price is soaring, it's moving, it's unlikely that price is going to come back to these lower levels because of the way that price is taken off. Here's the liquidity that's forming. So now this area is really sticking out to me. And I'm like, this low is looking really nice. And this kind of looks like price is starting to accumulate from this level. There's some imbalance beneath it. This may be my area that I can get my opportunity. And so price definitely opens, as you can see, 9:30 opens, completely bearish, is getting people to try to, number one, sell, or number two, sell down to an area to buy. So a lot of us get caught up in trying to sell to buy, and it's just like, you don't want to do that because you never really quite know how far down price is willing to travel to. So right here was my entry, guys, and as you can see, Friday was really, really lovely. Price continued to soar, shoot up, and that was my week. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Please consider liking and subscribing. If anything made sense, I want you to apply everything that you learned today to your very next trades.